In this video, we've got the battle of the heavyweights. Should you move to Henderson or Summerlin? Let's get after it right now and figure it out once and for all. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Las Vegas, moving to Las Vegas, and the Las Vegas real estate market, go ahead and hit subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and you'll be the first in the know for everything that's happening here in the Las Vegas area. Hey, my name is Anthony. I'm a former attorney turned real estate professional who has roots here from 1981, so I know a little bit about Las Vegas. And every day, my team and I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make their move to Las Vegas, and we absolutely love it. Look, if you're looking to make your move in the next 9 to 90 days, go ahead and shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, or book a Zoom down below. So let's get right to it. You know, when people are moving here, especially when you're moving from a place like California or Washington or in New York or in Oregon, a lot of the things that people hear are, you should move to Henderson, you should move to Summerlin. Now, there are a lot of great places to live here all throughout the Las Vegas area. But these two suburbs in particular are the ones that get the most buzz out there. And there's a real good reason for it. They offer some of the best amenities, some of the best quality of life, and some of the best values and homes here in the area. But which one is better? Which one do you choose? Do you choose Henderson? Do you choose Summerlin? Does it matter? Well, let's figure it out. So let's talk about who's got the edge, Summerlin or Henderson in some of the key areas. First of all, let's just talk about the layout and generalities of each one. Summerlin is a master plan community here in the Las Vegas area, and it is a huge master plan community. It takes up basically the western third of the Las Vegas area, and it's got a lot of room to grow. In fact, it won the 2020 or 2019 Best Master Plan in the United States, even though it's been being built for the last 30 years and still has, it's only about 66% built at this time. So it's still got a lot of growth left in it, and there's still a lot of development going on. Everything in that area is following the master plan of that area. So all of your shops are going to be in their area, and they're going to look similar. The setbacks are going to be the same. You won't see the big billboards and those types of things in all of Summerlin. Now, Henderson, on the other hand, is its own city here in the Las Vegas area. So Henderson was in the 50s, it was established. And there's actually 3 distinct parts to Henderson. Now, Henderson probably is a little bit bigger than Summerlin because it does take up a little bit more land. However, there's 3 distinct parts to it, and it doesn't have that master planned feel. There's the old traditional Henderson, which is where the city started. Now, there's a lot of great revitalization going on there. There's a lot of things happening there. It's a really cool place to go. If you check out my videos, you'll see we go down Water Street, and Water Street is a lot of fun and a great place to go, especially just walk around on the weekends and whatnot. Then you have in the late 90s, through the early 2000s, you have mid-Henderson that was built out. Now, all of that area, and that's where you would find like your Green Valley area. This is great developments, and a lot of that area does follow a master plan community or one of a couple different master plan communities. Then in the 2000s, in the early 2000s through today, you have New Henderson. Now, New Henderson is the newest part of Henderson that has been developed, and it's continuing to develop. It also has a number of master plan communities in there. For example, there's the Anthem area, there's the Seven Hills area, there's the Inspirada, which is the newest area in Henderson that's being built. So, depending on where you live in one of those 3 major segments of Henderson, you are going to find that things are In some areas, less cohesive total. In some areas, they're a little more cohesive. And then once you get to the newer areas of Henderson, things are going to be even more cohesive and homogeneous. Summerlin is one entire master plan. Henderson is 3 distinct areas made up of neighborhoods and master planned areas with their own set of rules and their own looks and their own vibe. So that's one thing that you have to think about between the two of them. You know, it just kind of depends on you and what you're looking for. Do you want everything to be following the master plan, everything to look like it fits with one another? Then maybe Summerlin is a better spot for you. However, if you go to Henderson, there is that alternative there as well. If you stay in an Inspirata or you go to an Anthem or Seven Hills, you're going to find a lot of that fits exactly what you're looking at, just maybe in a little bit smaller scale than all of Summerlin. All right, let's look at the next thing. Home prices. Now, in either Summerlin or Henderson, you're going to find that the average home price is a little bit more than Las Vegas area in general. And that is because it is a desirable area. The construction is a little bit newer. There's more amenities. There's the master plan feels to it. So a lot of that is going on. So you will find that the home prices are a little bit higher. In both locations, you can find homes still in the 300s all the way up into the $20+ million range. Now in Summerlin, finding those $300,000 homes are getting, and I say 300,000 in the 300s, is a little more difficult, and they are becoming fewer and far between. Prices, as you probably know, have been going up considerably here over the last couple years. So those 300-ish houses are a little bit, you know, more sparse, especially in Summerlin. If you go to Henderson, because you have the 3 different areas, you can still find, you know, quite a good number of those homes in the $300,000-ish range. They may not be, you know, the predominant home, but you're going to find more inventory in that range over there. Now, you're also going to find, like I said, homes that go all the way up into the $20+ million ranges. And both of them, Summerlin and Henderson, have their enclaves of these huge estate luxury properties. Which one has more? You know, it's kind of even. There's certain areas in Henderson, for example, a McDonald's Highland, some parts of Anthem, some parts of Seven Hills. There's some areas that are going to have a lot more of those clustered. In the Summerlin area, you're going to find places like the Ridges, the Summit Club. Boy, the Summit Club, pretty much everything there is 10 million plus. Beautiful, fantastic, security galore. One of the people that I know happens to be the person in charge of security there, and I know he makes a ton of money for keeping that place secure. So it is a fantastic place to live, and you do get a lot of amenities, which you should for a 10 to $20+ million house. But either location has their segment of luxury homes, and they are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Both of them offer views of the Strip. Both of them offer views of the mountains. There is, you know, you're not going to lack in either one, and you're going to feel comfortable in either Henderson or Summerlin in one of these luxury homes. But you're also going to feel, you know, great whether you live in a $10 million house or a $500,000 house in either city or either area. They are both fantastic areas. Let's look at the next thing. How about proximity to the Strip? So Summerlin actually wins, I think, in this one a little bit. Summerlin, a big part of Summerlin abuts Spring Valley. Now, Spring Valley is a fantastic suburb here in the Las Vegas area, and it is very close to the Strip. There's a lot of great homes in Spring Valley. If you want to get to the Strip, you literally never have to get on the freeway to get to the Strip. You can just take the side streets straight down. You drive through Summerlin and you're right there. Now, if you're in Henderson, sometimes, depending on where you live, you can do that. But there are parts of Summerlin that are farther out, like an Anthem Highlands or an Anthem Hills, which are far up the mountain. It does take a little bit of a drive to get down, but once you get down, you are in a pretty close proximity to the Strip area. So a lot of it just kind of depends on where you may be working, where you want to spend your time. But if you're looking for proximity to the things in the Strip area, downtown Las Vegas, any of those types of area, Summerlin may have the edge on you in this one. And I think that may be a reason why so many people like to live there, because there is a lot of industry. There is a lot of development and manufacturing and businesses in that downtown through the Strip area that Summerlin is actually pretty close to. Henderson has its own set of manufacturing, has its own set of industry, has its own set of businesses. And if that's where you're setting up shop or that's where you're working, then Henderson would be a better choice. It really just depends on, like I said, where you need to spend your time, where you need to get to all the time. And that may gauge, if I have people that I know, people that I've placed in homes, they are live in Henderson, work near Summerlin. Live in Summerlin, work in Henderson. So you can cross commute. Look, nothing in Las Vegas is that far away. Even during rush hour, you can get from Summerlin to Henderson in under a half hour. So it's not that bad. It really doesn't matter one way or another. But there are two different options for you depending on where you are working. Next thing we're going to look at, schools. Okay. Who has better schools, Summerlin or Henderson? Well, everything in Las Vegas is controlled by the Clark County School District. Now, depending on which school you go to, and we're talking public schools here. For the public schools, you know, each school, even though it's under Clark County School District, has different ratings, and I'd encourage you to go to some of the school ratings sites and check that out, especially if this is important to you, because each school here, your mileage will vary from the school just down the road. So you definitely want to take a look and make sure that you're at the schools and zoned for the schools that you want to send your kids to, because that is very important. Now, if we're looking beyond just the public schools, Summerlin has two of the finest schools in the entire area, and that is Faith Lutheran and Bishop Gorman. Those two are some of the top rated schools, not just here in the Las Vegas area, but nationally ranked prep schools. So great opportunities there. Now in Henderson, there's a couple of fantastic challenger schools. But that being said, you can find great schools for your kids no matter where you're looking or where you're living. In fact, I know probably at least 40% of the kids who go to school at a Bishop Gorman or a Faith Lutheran, they live on the Henderson side, and they make the drive, their parents, twice a day to come pick them up and drop them off at the schools here in the Summerlin area. Don't let that deter you. If you want to live close to school and though you want to go to one of those two schools, you would probably want to keep your viewing here to the Summerlin area. If you want to go to one of the fantastic challenger schools, maybe you want to stick in the Henderson area. Like I said, just you need to do some research, think about this, and then we can help guide you and show you some of the things that you should look at so you make the best decision for you and your family. So what about the next thing? The next thing are some of my favorite, the malls, okay? So who wins here, Summerlin or Henderson for the mall? Summerlin or Henderson? Henderson has the Galleria at Sunset. That is our traditional indoor mall, and the big mall here in the Las Vegas area that isn't on the Strip that you would consider a mall. It's indoors, it's almost 1 million square feet of retail, has all the things that you are looking for, a great food court. You know, I live in Henderson primarily. I do have homes in Henderson as well as Summerlin, and I make the drive from Summerlin to Henderson all the time to go to the Galleria because it's just a fantastic mall. It's, once again, everything here is super easy to get to, but it's really what you're looking for. So beyond the Galleria, Henderson is building in the Inspirada area a brand new outdoor mall and entertainment and mixed use. So there will be commercial, retail, and office space there. And it's going to be this outdoor mall that's going to rival what Summerlin has. So Summerlin has downtown Summerlin, and downtown Summerlin is amazing. You can go there just to hang out. It's all outdoors. It's like its own little city, all the shops on the streets, but the shops are ones that you would, you know, see in a regular mall, but they're on this downtown Summerlin area. As well, in the downtown Summerlin area, they have tons of great dining, tons of great entertainment. We also have the Las Vegas Ballpark, which is our minor league baseball team, where we do a lot of things in this stadium. It's a fantastic, couple-year-old stadium. It's beautiful. We also have the City National Arena, which is where our Golden Knights practice and train. So, and that's all right in the downtown Summerlin area. As well, because Summerlin, you never have to get on the freeway to get to the Strip. You can literally get to the Fashion Show Mall, which if you've come here as a tourist, I'm sure you've gone to the Fashion Show. It's a fantastic indoor mall right on the Strip, and it is huge and has all the great shops that you could think of. So if you want to go to traditional mall and you don't want to go to the Galleria, you can go to the Fashion Show without ever getting on the freeway, and it's a 10-minute drive. Fantastically easy. So malls, I don't know, they're pretty even. You got what you're looking for at both of them, no problem. Now, casinos. Now you might laugh and think, oh, why do I care about what casinos are? Well, casinos when you live in Las Vegas are more than, you know, what you think of on the Strip. These are where we go. These are where the movie theaters are. These are where the bowling alleys are. There's a lot of restaurants at the casino. You'll go eat at some of the different restaurants at the casino quite a bit. You know, anything from a Lucille's Barbecue to some high-end steakhouses like Hank's Steakhouse over at Green Valley Ranch. So in Henderson, you have a couple of different casinos. You have in the mid area of Henderson, you have Sunset Station, which is still a fantastic local station casino, but Sunset Station is a great place. It's got a great movie theater. It's got some really good restaurants in it. Further down in the mid area, you have Green Valley Ranch, which is one of the premier properties or the upscale properties, resort properties for the Station Casino brand. Great gaming, great movie theaters. It's also attached to the District, which is a small outdoor shopping area. There's a Cheesecake Factory there. There's a Skinny Fats, a Shake Shack. There's a lot of great food there. There's some good places. There is a Lucille's there too. King Seafood. There's an REI, there's a Williams Sonoma. So there are a bunch of great options right there on the Green Valley Ranch Resort property. Now on the Summerlin side, in downtown Summerlin, we have Red Rock Casino, which is the other big premier upscale property for the Station Casinos. Both owned by the same owners. All three of them, actually, Sunset, Green Valley Ranch, and Red Rock are all owned by the Station Casino Group. So Red Rock, same thing. Great bowling, great restaurants, great Regal theater there. So it is a place where you're actually going to go and spend time at. So it is important to know these things. While we don't live in the casinos, and we definitely don't live on the Strip, casinos do house a lot of the entertainment and options that we do for nights out here, even in the locals area. In fact, right in Spring Valley, which as I said abuts Summerlin, they are building the newest upscale station casino, the Durango. This is going to be very similar, like I looked at the drawings and I saw the groundbreaking, and everything is going to be very close in look and feel to Red Rock Casino in downtown Summerlin, and that's at the southern end where Summerlin is. So you're going to have the more northern end, you're going to have Green Valley Ranch and Sunset and Red Rock. Then if you come down and you go more southerly, you're going to have Green Valley Ranch, and you're going to have now the Durango, both catering to the different mix and parts of the two big areas where everybody is moving to, because they are great places to move. Now, let's talk about the last thing and the most important thing. This is super critical. Water parks. Look, during summer it does get hot here, but let me tell you, both Henderson and Summerlin have their own water park. Summerlin has Wet n Wild, and Henderson has Cowabunga Bay. Fantastic places to go and cool off during the summer months. It's a lot of fun. The kids have fun there. The adults have fun there. It's just a lot of good times and a good place to go spend some summer days. They both sell season passes, so that can be your go-to place during the summer here to escape the heat and have some fun. So look, Henderson, Summerlin, I don't know if we got a knockout. I think we're kind of at a draw here. It just all kind of depends on you, what you're looking for, where potentially you're going to work. They're both fantastic places. I've had homes in both areas. I currently have homes in both areas. I go and spend a lot of time in both areas, and basically they're fantastic, both of them. Hey, look, if you took a map of Las Vegas, and this is the 15 right here, okay? And the 15 coming out from California, and if going through the strip, and instead of bending like it does that way, you just continued it straight up through all of Las Vegas, and you folded them on top of one another like that. On this side, my thumb is Summerlin, my other thumb is Henderson. They're both basically mirror images of one another. But look, like I said, you come here, I'll show you both. You can get a vibe and see which one feels better for you, which one matches what you're looking for, but you will not go wrong moving to either one. So I know that we kind of ended at a draw and there's not a clear winner, because there isn't. They're both fantastic. You may want to come take a look. Go ahead and get a hold of me. My info's in the description below or in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to go through your situation, figure out what you're looking for, and make that happen. But thanks for watching. You know, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and make sure you hit subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know which one do you think is better? Which one do you want to move to, and why? I'm curious as to why you think one is better than the other. I want to know, so that makes, you know, an impact on all the clients that I work with. And maybe there's some things that I haven't thought of that you have. I'd love to hear it. If I don't see you out here in the neighborhood, either Summerlin or Henderson, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.